Okay, so here we have taken out all the screws, the CDJ player. Gonna go ahead and flip the cover open. This is what the inside of the unit is gonna look like, and this is what the top portion of it is gonna look like. I wouldn't set this one down too hard, because the touchpad is a little sensitive. You're gonna have this one wire here attached to it. You wanna just pull on it gentle. Let's go ahead and pop it out. Okay, we're back. So here you're gonna have 4 screws right here. You wanna remove 1, 2, 3, and the ground wire, 4 screws. Now you gotta be careful when you remove that piece. Right over here to the right. I'm not sure if you can see it based on the light that we have. Anyway, there is a spring right underneath where you can see the screwdriver, right under here. It's called the earth spring. You don't want to lose that. So be careful when you pop the top off, it doesn't fly away from you. Okay, so we have removed this portion of it, and as you can see, there is that little spring I was telling you about. You guys gotta be careful not to lose it. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and take it off. Okay, so let's move on to the next step. Okay, this is the back of the unit. You may need to disconnect that larger portion of the wire in order to get the laser out. Okay, as you can see, I have the assembly unit in my hands, and if you turn this to the bottom side, this is actually a laser unit. So just gonna go ahead and pop these screws open, see what we find. As you can see, I removed the top. Apparently there are 4 hooks that you need to pop open to remove the top. There's one hook right here, plastic hook here, there's one right here, and there's another one right here. You pop these open to the left like this, and this whole top unit will just pop off. Like I said, be careful not to put too much stress on these wires here. And this is our aim for tonight. So let me just go take a closer look and see how we're gonna go about removing this piece. Okay, here is the actual unit in my hands. I'll go ahead and move this to the side, and if you see where my finger is right here, there is actually a black plastic clip, one on each side of the laser kit right here. You just go ahead and move these to the side, and you should be able to pop the players right here. I've gone ahead and just memorized exactly where those wires were, because I believe they're supposed to be kind of like tucked in so that they don't interfere when the laser is actually moving around. So you go ahead and memorize those wires carefully and make sure you put them back in the same place that they were originally. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and swap this piece and try to go backwards with the new piece now. Okay, here's the laser unit in my hands. Here's the unit in my hand. This slot right here, you actually gonna have to pop this wire out. It doesn't have a pull-out slot. You're just gonna have to pop the wire out. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pull these red tabs out of here and put on the new unit, and let's put this baby back together. Okay, for whatever reason, Pioneer have these 2 little welded joints right here. So what you're gonna need for that is actually soldering gun. What you need to do is actually, there are 4 wires here, but what's happening is that the solder wire is actually making a joint connection to these wires, so you just need to separate them. You gotta have to see this closely to see it, what I'm really talking about. I'm just gonna go ahead and plug up my soldering gun and separate those wires. As you can see, we have gone ahead and soldered these 2 wires, separate them. You can see what I was talking about a little closer. So actually now those wires are actually separated, they're not making contact. There's actually 2 of them. So this is my unit. Let's just go ahead and put this thing back together. Okay, going backwards, this is our new laser installed, and what I've noticed is that this laser is actually a lot bluish color than the old unit that I took out, which was kind of like a very white misty color, which doesn't look clear at all. So hopefully this one should do the job. Okay, so I've gone ahead and put that top piece back on, and if you flip this over here, you gotta reconnect this small little wire here. It's not a pop-out plug, so you're just gonna have to just push it in real snug, you know? Okay. Let's go back and prepare the actual base unit here so we can get this mounted back in. Okay, I've gone back and put in that top piece along with the laser part of it. Very important. You gotta put these back into the slots. It's very simple to go back together because they're actually polarized, so they will only allow you to put them in a certain way. You gotta also remember to hook up all these springs right here. There's one on each end, so basically it's like a spring and a strut put together for a CD player. There's one spring here, strut over here, same as this side. Spring, strut. You guys put this back together, and all we have to do now is get these screws that we took off from the top of here and put all 4 of them back together. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay, I've turned the unit sideways so you can actually see the bottom of it. One of the wires popping out from the actual CD unit is going to go back in here. This one is just push it in like this. I'm going to go ahead and do that and push the black piece back in. This one, you didn't really need to take it out. Apparently I pulled it out. I didn't realize that I didn't have to. I'm going to go back and put this in. And this one also, I'm going to go back, push it back in here. Okay? So basically you're going to have 3 wires to put back on the back. Just go ahead and do that and come back. Okay, so I've gone ahead and put that top plate back onto the unit. You have 1, 2, 3 screws to put back, and this last one here, you're going to actually connect that ground wire back. Okay, don't forget to do that. And you're also going to have that earth wire that I showed you in the beginning, the spring. You can see it right here. Make sure you put this back. Very important. Okay. Don't forget 4 screws over here. This one, you connect the ground to it, and almost there. Okay everyone, this is the final clip, and as you can see, Serato Scratch Live CD has actually been running for quite some time.